2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The opening round of the Daybreak Classic is on now. Hello all, I'm Luke Elvey. It's terrific to have your company as always here at 2K Sports. Alongside me at the booth is Rich Beam, and out on the course is Henny Quack and John McCarthy, following all the action. It's a terrific day weather-wise. We're expecting all the action to be just as hot. Can't wait to see what happens out on the course. We'll head out to the 10th hole and catch up on play. And now as we focus on our featured group, it's worth noting that the rivalry has been brewing a little bit between our featured player and Tony Finau. Henny, is this a tall tale? Certainly they wouldn't take on Finau. He's one of the fiercest competitors in the game.
Luke, he is, and you have to look up to him, up to the heavens as you're standing, going up against him on the first tee. It's going to be quite the sight. I just don't know how they're going to manage it.
Well, thanks, Henny. Our featured player certainly has their work cut out for them, taking on Tony Finau. Looking forward to see how it all plays out. Standing over his second shot. Just one stroke back in this tournament. Nicely done. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Here's Tony Finau. Oh, get in. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Trying to get back to even par with this putt. And he's down there. You got to read?
So easy to overread this, but it's straight.
All good putters accelerate through the ball. Big putt for par coming up. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. On the 12th tee, the par 4. Again, it's not length, it's accuracy.
Most definitely. Fairway does pinch in there just a little bit, so players are going to have to decide whether to take driver or just a fairway metal. Second shot, again, to a green that is raised up above you, floats away on all sides of it, but this is a more realistic birdie opportunity.
Wow, what a shot.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Putting for birdie. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. There's a lot of players out on tour that it's impossible to cheer against, but Tony Finau has to stand at the highest, doesn't he? He's a family man, he's a fun guy, he loves to dance, he's got a groove, he's got a swagger about him, and here he is once again delighting the fans.
Who says nice guys don't finish first? Has never met Tony Finau. Possibly, no, probably the most well-liked man on the PGA Tour. If you don't like Tony Finau, then I don't like you. Right? I mean, he's just this great character. I mean, and you see the smiles, but you know underneath, ooh, he wants to rip your heart out. He's got more passion for the game, I think, than anybody out there. And you can see it. You can see the intensity when he's hitting the shot. But as soon as it's over with, it's just all smiles once again. I can't say enough great things about this man. I love him to tears. and I'm always rooting for him. He's a guy that I want to root. I want to see him win more and more and more.
Second shot here on their 13th hole. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Here's Tony Finau. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 13th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
This now for a share of the lead. And that'll move him to even par for the tournament.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 14th hole ends a strong collection of par fours. Another accurate tee shot required.
Decisions to be made. Do you take driver and try and fit it around that fairway bunker, or do you take 3-wood and lay it back of it? If you take driver out, you're going to have such an easier second shot. 3-wood, a much longer shot, but there is room to bounce this golf ball into the screen. Not as severe on the edges as others.
Outstanding approach shot. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Just a short putt remaining here. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. And after that, let's update the standings. This player is currently in first place alongside Brian Harman. Well, this wonderful finish to Pinehurst number 2 truly starts at 15, the par 3.
This green is so difficult. It sits above you just enough, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. You're hitting to a wall right in front of you, and all you can see is the golf ball disappearing in every direction other than right in the middle of this green. This is visually probably one of the difficult shots on this course.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Oh, absolute stunner.
Yeah, that is not what you want to come up against mid-round, mid-rivalry. That was mean.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. Next up is this par 4 hole. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. Sitting at 1 under the card. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Shocking. A missed green in regulation.
Time for the 5th shot. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I really don't think this is going to happen, but you know what? I've been wrong before, and it could happen again.
Well, an untimely double by our leader, and the rest of the field's eyes have lit up. A chance to bounce back here. The penultimate hole at Pinehurst number 2 is an absolutely delightful par 3 with some wonderful history, Rich.
People talk about Payne Stewart's winning putt on the 18th hole back in 1999, but the swing that he made on 17 that year is the one that every player should envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
A par putt awaits. Currently at +1 for the tournament. And this wonderful championship test ends at Pinehurst number 2 with an uphill par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with the birdie, why not?
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Veering ever so slightly right to left.
And with that, his round has come to a close. Well, that's a lovely way to finish the opening round. Out in front, the leader. Sounds great.
And just the narrowest of margins in that lead. A lot of players lurking.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Welcome everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Let's find out who will win the Daybreak Classic. G'day everyone, Luke Elvey here. Delighted to have your company. Rich, this is the final round and we know the pressure of trying to close when you sleep on the lead.
Look, it's a small lead, let's face it, but it's a lead, and that's where you want to be. You want to be out front. And so this player has been playing well all week long, but in saying that, they just don't want to make any mistakes. It's going to be a difficult day all around.
We head out to the 10th hole now. And the question on everyone's lips, will he take this title all the way to the finish line? Good looking shot this. Two wins so far this season. Here we are, Rich, a wonderful opportunity on the table, a chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the second week in a row. Impressive.
Sitting at -1. How bad is this lie in the sand, Henny?
Andrew, standing over it, and I don't even know how I would play this. This is such a tough, awful, nasty, any other adjective lie.
Let's try and make this one. And only drop the one shot. And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a 3rd back right. This is another solid hole.
Put a little buttercut fade on that one. Going with the 9-iron, I think. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. And he's down there. You got a read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
This one's tracking. Oh, what a putt. And that will take him to 1 under. He's currently in 1st place. Now teeing off on the 12th hole. Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? He's setting up for his 2nd shot. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This one might need to get down a little. Lovely effort, that. 14-footer.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, 2nd shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
From about 100 yards. And he's hit that inside the range.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
A birdie putt awaits. Ooh. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Leading by 6 strokes after that one. Let's head to this lengthy par 4.
Lay it back short of that fairway bunker with 3-wood or take it on with driver. If you take it on with driver, the 2nd shot becomes much easier, and now a birdie opportunity really presents itself. Laying back with a 3-wood, find the center of the green, 2-putt, and get out of here.
Well, that's a handy shot. This one from about 160 yards out. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. This would be a great up and down. Just 10 feet to the cup here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's a little tricky to see. It's not a straight putt. There is a bit of right-hand movement at the end.
And that putt will end up short. Well, he wants to limit the damage here. If he can make this, it'll be a double bogey. And unfortunately dropping back to even with the card. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Visually, probably the most challenging shot players will see all week long. There's just a wall of grass, and none of it is flat right in front of you. You don't see the flat portion of the green necessarily. You just see the runoff areas, and usually your golf ball is in one of those. This is so difficult from a visual perspective.
Great touch. Really nicely played. If he makes this, he'll save his par. And the putt drops. Now even par heading down the stretch.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
Our leader is up by a whopping 6 shots now. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Oh, that was mashed. Second shot here on the 16th. Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Ooh, that almost went down. 3 feet to go here to the hole. Okay, let's head to the next. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. This 17th hole is a par 3.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 20 feet from the cup. No harm done. Nestled it up close.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
And that putt will drop. Well done. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. Second shot up the hill slightly, but do not miss it too far right, or you'll find a low area for your second. Anything missing up to the left-hand side could kick back onto the green, and dare I say, finished with a birdie.
Oh, absolutely flushed. This putt to take home the title. And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, I've got it going right to left here, I think.
Never up, never in, as they say, Rich. Not the end of the world. Sometimes you've just got to stand up and applaud, and that's the occasion right now. This is as good as it gets.
What a courageous effort all week long. Hats off to this player.
This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
It takes a lot of mental fortitude to win not just once, but back-to-back weeks. Job well done.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.